Hey guys, so I wanted to quickly talk about the whole Luna Grill Beyond Burger thing that's happened over the past few days. So if you don't know, Luna Grill is a restaurant, a chain restaurant. They have a bunch of different locations, I think mostly in California, some in Texas. And they are now offering Beyond Burger, Beyond Meat's vegan plant-based burger. What is it, mostly pea? I think it's mostly pea protein. Check out my little taste test review of it here. So they are now offering this at many of their locations, so that's pretty cool. So interestingly, the way they offer it is not vegan, actually. They put like a spicy feta cheese on it, as they say, with Mediterranean flair, because it's a Mediterranean style restaurant. One would assume, like if you are vegan and you want to go get this at their location, you would assume that you could get it vegan, right? Well, according to the restaurant, they're not able to prepare it vegan style. So they note this on their website, on the page where they talk about the Beyond Burger. It's also at their locations on like little poster boards, I guess, little displays talking about having the Beyond Burger. Grace, she goes by Vegan Police on Twitter. She just discovered this at one of their locations. She saw the poster. She talked to the server and said, hey, if I get it without the feta cheese, would it be vegan? And the server said no, because they cook it on a buttery pan. And so she said, okay, can you just not cook it with butter? And they said no, because it would take too long to wash the pan. So my take on this, you know, when I first read about this a few days ago, I thought it was a non-issue because to me, it sounded like if you got the burger without the feta cheese, that it would actually be vegan in like a not exploiting animals sense. So I have a video on the definition of vegan here you can check out. I also talk about this type of thing quite a bit in this video. It's a response to Gary Francione. I'm just realizing I can't link to two videos that close together, so you'll find it in the description. In a nutshell, I take no issue with small amounts of animal products contaminating food, otherwise vegan food, assuming that in doing so, you're not contributing to the production of those animal products. So ordering, say, a Beyond Burger that is cooked in butter in the sense that they are adding butter to your burger, right? That's problematic, but ordering this burger that is cooked on a pan that was previously buttered, they're not adding any more butter, I think that's fine. Obviously, there are a lot of vegans who disagree with me, even some ethical vegans, again, like Gary Francione. Also, some dietary vegans, people who are vegan for health reasons, who just don't want to consume any animal products whatsoever. They might be a little bit perturbed about there being even a little bit of butter just on the pan and ending up in their food, right? But from an ethical standpoint, again, I think it's a non-issue. And I agree with PETA that, you know, asking servers about micro ingredients or asking them to clean a pan of any butter, beef, fat, whatever, you know, just for you, just for your meal, probably not a great idea if you care about activism, if you care about normalizing veganism. We discourage vegetarians from grilling waiters at restaurants about micro ingredients in vegetarian foods, for example, a tiny bit of dairy product in the bun of a veggie burger. Doing so makes sticking to a vegetarian diet seem difficult and dogmatic to your friends and to restaurant staff, thus discouraging them from giving vegetarian diet a try, which really hurts animals. And we urge vegetarians not to insist that their food be cooked on equipment separate from that used to cook meat. Doing so doesn't help any additional animals, and it only makes restaurants less inclined to offer vegetarian choices, which again hurts animals. And Luna Grill has since clarified their position that you absolutely can order the burger without any feta cheese, but again, it will be cooked on the same equipment, so it's probably going to come in contact with some other animal products like a little bit of butter, beef fat, whatever. So again, they're not adding any additional animal products. Honestly, I feel bad for Luna Grill. You know, they say that they respect what vegan means in terms of labeling something vegan, that they respect what it means and that they were only trying to be as transparent as possible. And I think that's true. I think they didn't realize what a terrible decision this was from a marketing standpoint, because what it looks like, I mean, you're with that fine print, whatever you want to call it, not able to serve vegan style, you're basically saying, sorry, vegans, you know, to people who would otherwise be really, really excited about seeing the Beyond Burger at a restaurant. And apparently they have very little vegan options other than the Beyond Burger. So again, making it seem as though, no, sorry, vegans, you can't have this. It's a huge faux pas. So I appreciate them trying to be as open and honest as they can, but in reality, I don't think this was something they needed to clarify, because this is something that I think many vegans just assume. I think many non-vegan establishments already operate this way. So for me, if I'm going to a non-vegan place, a non-vegan eatery, I automatically assume that they are cooking any vegan stuff on non-vegan pans or, whatever. I assume that whatever I order is going to come in contact with animal products. So if I order a vegan burger, I just assume that it's not going to be fully vegan in the dietary sense, that it's going to come in contact with butter, with beef fat, pork fat, whatever. So in trying to be as transparent as possible, Luna Grill just came across as like anti-vegan, really, which wasn't their goal, I don't think, at all. And it doesn't help that apparently the server didn't seem very attuned to Grace's needs, apparently didn't seem to care too much about what she was asking for, and again, said that they could not clean the pans, whatever they were cooking in, which to me, again, I don't think it's something that as vegans, if we care about normalizing veganism, that we should be asking for, because it does make it look a little bit over the top. But from the business standpoint, from like if I'm running a restaurant and someone asks me, hey, can you clean the pan? Of course I'm going to say yes. Like that's just good customer service. So bad optics all around. So now I want to talk about, this has to do with some comments that Grace specifically made to Metro. And this is the idea that serving the Beyond Burger in a non-vegan way, like period, that this is wrong. Sure, carnivores are allowed to eat too, but Beyond Meat shouldn't have allowed their vegan burger to be sold as a non-vegan burger at Luna Grill. What's the point in Beyond Meat's message to save the environment if they're going to allow dairy, cheese, and butter on their vegan burger? So number one, from a purely business standpoint, it's pretty ridiculous to think that Beyond Meat is going to disallow restaurants from serving their burger if it's not served vegan. Like, it's ridiculous to think that they're going to police their clients in that way. Beyond Meat is a company, they want to sell as many Beyond Burgers as possible. They will sell them to whoever will buy them. Number two, if we want more people to eat and try plant-based foods like Beyond Burger, then we have to be a little bit more lenient. The reality is that people who aren't vegan are going to be more open to having a vegan burger, a vegan patty, if they can have that patty with feta cheese, cheddar cheese, bacon, whatever it is that they're used to having on a burger. And essentially telling people that, hey, you can have this Beyond Burger, this vegan burger, but you have to have it vegan, period. Like, you can have this vegan or not at all. That's pretty alienating, and I think it creates an us versus them, vegan versus non-vegan situation that just, it's not necessary, it's not helpful. And number three, a Beyond Burger with cheese is better than a beef burger with cheese. Would a vegan burger be even better? Yes, but it's just not realistic. The majority of people are not willing to go vegan yet, but many of them are willing to eat more plants and less animals. And I think we can meet them where they're at by offering better, non-perfect, but better options. And I think this is what Luna Grill is doing with their non-perfect Beyond Burger. I think that's great. So the final thing I want to talk about is the media response to all of this, which I think is very interesting. So again, Metro has covered it, The Independent, a few others. It hasn't been covered a whole lot, but it seems that overwhelmingly they're kind of on the side of vegans, siding with Grace and other vegans. And so I have mixed feelings about that because, again, I think mostly this is a non-issue. I think it was just a bad decision on the part of Luna Grill. But I don't think it's really fair that these articles, they kind of sound like Luna Grill is just not accommodating vegans, period. And again, I don't think that's true, and that they're doing something different from like other non-vegan establishments that are offering vegan options, which again, I don't think that's true. But on the other hand, it's really nice to see like mainstream media, again, siding with vegans and basically saying like, hey, they should have things to eat too, right? Like, that's really nice. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it, but I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, let me know what you think about this whole thing. Oh, I meant to mention Vegan Strategist has, I just bungled that. Vegan Strategist, there we go. He has a really great piece on this, article on this. I guess going more into like, hey, it's really good that non-vegans are eating these foods. And in fact, that's kind of more important than vegans eating these things, right? I mean, the reality is that we're already vegan, whereas if this can open more non-vegans up to, hey, look how tasty plant-based stuff can be, and there's actually a lot of options, and hey, maybe you can eat less animals and more plants. Like, obviously, that's a really good thing. So check out his article. And again, comments, questions, that's cool. Subscribe, that's cool. Support the channel, that's cool. Patreon.com/unnaturalvegan. And I will have a new video very soon.